Their images seared into our memory. Students of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High walking out single file with their hands behind their heads as police descend upon their school in one of the deadliest school shootings in American history. Thursday, Valentine's Day, marks 1 year since that fateful day.
I plan to make sure that nobody else, no matter the zip code, has to live in constant fear of gun violence, and I plan to make sure that our generation is the last generation that has to live with the constant scourge of gun violence.
But out of that tragedy came a movement led by Parkland students. It started with the March for Our Lives in Washington and continues to this day, those affected by the tragedy turning the pain into activism.
When you lose someone, a new mission starts in your life. And you decide if you want to be part of a solution or if you want to stay just missing your loved one.
Manuel and Patricia Oliver lost their 17-year-old son, Joaquin. He was one of 14 students and 3 school staffers killed when a lone gunman opened fire.
He's present all day long. He haven't been apart, mentally apart. The heart is always there with us.
The Olivers don't want people to feel sorry for them. They want people to turn that sympathy into action for stronger school safety measures, universal background checks, and common sense gun control legislation. They've started a foundation called Change the Ref to address these issues.
Since our son died, or actually since our son was murdered, 40,000 people have lost their lives because of gun violence.
The Olivers are also channeling their grief through art. They're in New York City on the anniversary to unveil a 17 by 33-foot piece of artwork on the side of a Midtown building. 365 days later, emotions are still raw, reflecting on a tragic event that changed a national conversation. And coming up on the Pix 11 Morning News, we will have more with the Olivers as they talk in detail about the artwork going up in the city as a way to remember their son. And this just in, the House Judiciary Committee voted along party lines today to move on legislation requiring universal background checks. Now, by passing the measure, this is the most significant gun control legislation to advance this far in Congress. The newly elected Democratic majority hope to move it to the vote on the House floor in the coming weeks. Shirley Chan, Pix 11 News.